Hello and welcome to another Game Blast live stream. I'm Ryden, if you didn't already know. I was going to hold this one off until the 14th of February, seeing as it's a particular day. Lara's birthday and all that. I was going to hold this off to the 14th, but I've been playing this on my mobile and I just couldn't resist. At least not starting it today, and then I will, have a nice set point to then just continue playing the game on the 14th, and means on the 14th I can get more involved in just like when it gets a little bit more hectic. The game is called Kitty Power's Love Life. You've probably seen me, or maybe it may have seen me playing Kitty Power's Matchmaker, which is a previous game by Kitty Powers and team at Magic Notion, and I mean they're a fantastic bunch. It's a very small development team. They kind of, and I know Kitty's been working on this. The team, Magic Notion have been working on this for some time, and eventually now they've got. They got a game ready, so yeah, just checking on tabs, getting my chat screen up and everything else. I've now got something here that I can actually check my chat without having to use the second screen and stuff like that. So I invested finally in a tablet, which which is something I've been meaning to do for God knows how long. Right, let me click onto the Kitty Powers one. That's awfully loud in my ears. There's Kitty there, looking fabulous. So let's start off. While I give it a little bit of a chat, this is the team that made the game. So yeah, Kitty Powers is. Matchmaker was the one where we set people up on their dates. So I run an agency, and with the agency I set up, I took on a client and I was chatting into their ear and trying to set them up with potential suitors, and we had like the black book. We could just pick them try and pick them the right people to date and hopefully get them hooked up at the end. This kind of takes things into a different spin where you've now got couples and you're trying to keep them happy and trying to progress their love lives in your little village. So we're building like facilities and getting involved with their conversation, making sure they say the right things to kind of please their partners. So yeah, there's quite a bit involved in this game, which I can see why it's taken a little bit longer than what was expected. But from what I played on mobile, it's been good fun. It gets quite hectic, but it's good fun. So that's the team that made it. Let's get cracking with the game. So it's got very much the same kind of aesthetic and the the design of all the how the menus and everything else look, and you've got the nice sounds. I think who was it? It was Kitty's brother.
Hello,
the
Kitty.
Sounds.
Welcome to your very own Kitty Powers approved Love Village.
Okay, so my little love village is called Middle Brightborough. That's a different name to the one that's on my mobile device version, and the village the initial setup looks a little bit different as well, so I'm assuming it's all procedurally generated, which is kind of cool.
It might look a little sad for itself right now, but you can turn it into a bustling paradise for loving couples. But first, we need to take down your particulars. Tell me about yourself.
So I'm going to create the same person as I did before. There we go. You get to have a sneak peek at my birthday.
me all of the gossip.
Green. Hazel. Hazel. Black hair.
Tell me about your beliefs.
No, I'm not. And not particularly.
What type do you feel you relate to most? Geeky types love science fiction, fantasy, movies and video games. Nerd alert!
Pretty accurate.
Which type do you feel like you might have a secret affinity with?
Ooh. So yeah, I'd probably sway towards like the edgy or the arty kind. I assume arty also kind of covers singers and stuff like that, so...
Arty types love all forms. What do you like to look like?
I will personalise. So, we're going to go for... I could go for square jaw. And... that nose, that mouth, skin as it is, hair, we're going to have short hair, which pretty much covers me. Oh hang on, there's a starlight nearest the beginning which I think suits, is at least similar to mine. Did I use that? I might have used that. Otherwise it's bold. No, there we go, that's the one I used. Make it dark brown. My hair is actually naturally blonde, but it darkened and it's never quite gone back to how it was. So those eyebrows. So those eyes, and let's make it blue. Now I could give myself glasses similar to what I'm wearing. Which I kind of like that, to be honest. There we go. Yeah, that'll probably do. I don't have any earrings, so let's take those off. There's no like stubble style. I'm gonna have this. It's a little bit longer than what mine is, but that's definitely longer. Yeah, let's go. That. No, that. Cool. Right. Inner clothes. I'm gonna wear. Take out the outer clothes for now. I'm going to wear what I pretty much casually wear all the time now. Let's stick on, give myself a red hood, a bit like the one I've been wearing while I've been out and about. Pretty much matches
now it's
style.
time to probe the innermost depths of your personality.
Okay, now let's get.
If I suggested you enter the London Marathon, would you sign up straight away, or tell me to do one?
I would probably tell you to do one. I'm beginning to get a little bit more active, but I'm not quite like that. So yeah, I would probably.
If I said I'd booked you a personal trainer, would you tell me it's a great idea, or start sobbing uncontrollably?
I would probably say that's a great idea.
Would you describe yourself as a hands-on type person, or a leave it for someone else type person?
I'm more hands-on, so...
When it comes to your underwear drawer, do you keep it well organised, or stuff it in any old way?
Stuff it in any old way. There we go.
If you were planning a road trip, would you study the route before leaving, or not bother and probably get lost?
I would study the route. I usually study routes before I go, and then I kind of map it in my head, and then, yeah.
When it comes to doing your laundry, do you always iron everything and fold it neatly, or just chuck it on the floor in a crumpled heap?
I'm a bit in between here. but I do iron my stuff, so...
If you're around town and you see one of your neighbours, do you pretend you didn't see them and keep walking? Or rush over to find out how they are?
More likely to keep walking.
If you could have a special ability, would you prefer to have X-ray vision so you can see through walls? Or be telepathic so you know what everyone thinks of you?
I think I'd rather not know what people are thinking of me.
When it comes to your emotions, do you keep them bottled up inside? Or just let it all hang out?
Oh, keep it all tucked up inside.
As far as household appliances go, do you prefer an older model that's built to last, or the latest model which will probably only last a year?
Probably an older model kind
When it comes
guy.
to entertainment, would you prefer vaudeville theatre or virtual reality?
Ooh. Let's go for some
Would you
virtual
prefer to
reality.
live in a rustic cottage in the countryside or a modern apartment in a bustling city?
Rustic cottage anytime.
When it comes to, you know, would you rather order a starter or skip straight to the main course?
Well, more often than not, skip to the main.
Would you say you were more of a dog person or a cat person?
Probably cat.
If you had the choice, would you prefer a romantic dinner for two followed by a movie or unbridled passion and a takeaway?
Probably the dinner. I'd probably do takeaway followed by a movie, but yeah.
After all that, this had better be correct. Are you sure?
There
I'll
we
stick
go.
all your details onto your ID card, so I remember your name.
I'm a noob.
If you need me, I'm just at the other end of the kitty phone.
Okie doke.
I'll even give you some coins to get you started, because I'm generous like that.
Okay. Allow my avatar to be updated online so it can be used in friends' game. Yes, because I've got friends who are
If you
now
want to
picking
edit
this up.
your avatar or check any details, just click Kitty Towers on the map. That will take you to your lobby where you can view your info and fiddle with all sorts of other things. With that done, it's time to decide the first type of people that you want in your village. As you get promoted, you'll be able to advertise to different types, but let's keep it simple to start with. Choose a website to advertise on.
Well,
Geeky types love science fiction, fantasy, movies and video games. Nerd alert!
so we're going to start there. We're going to have this couple move in, so
Perfect. New couples who want to move to your village will appear in your black book, which
Oh, I
you'll
could have
find in the
refreshed that, I
lobby at
didn't
Kitty
notice.
Towers. You can examine a couple's information before deciding to move them in. However, I can barely contain my excitement. I've already built you a house and picked a couple that will get along well. Meet your first couple here in the village. You can find out more about them by looking at the information in their profiles. Secret information is marked with a question mark. You'll have the chance to reveal it during their time in the village. But for now, let's move these two lovebirds into a house.
okay. So they're both vegetarians. I guess they like the sunnier weather. He definitely likes her looks, and she likes his eyes. We will learn these in due course. Bad habits. I guess the good habits and the bad habits. So you get to learn these as you go along. So usually they will complain about a bad habit, and you kind of have to keep tabs. Okay, in a type we don't know this yet. Let's choose a house, which is this one. I'll pick this one.
Well done. You did it. Now you can see what they get up to for the rest of the day by watching them on the map. Your love life coaching career starts now.
Ooh.
I'm expecting great things from you. Residents get up to all sorts of things throughout the day. To find out what your first couple is currently up to, click on their house.
Okay, they're moving in. Still moving in. Playing VR games together, falling around together, lounging around together, having something to eat together. Okay.
While you've been supervising, your residents have been posting updates about what they've been doing on their kitty feed.
So what we're kind of getting here is like a bit of a weird Big Brother vibe here, where you're all these couples are going in, they're always being watched. They're constantly updating their social feeds, not too far off what people do already, and yeah, you're kind of controlling
Take a
what they're
look
doing.
by clicking the kitty feed tab. Residents post all their thoughts and feelings on their kitty feed.
Oh, harsh.
It can be very useful when you need to find out what they've been up to, or if you need to help them with any problems they might have.
Harsh. I can't stand my boyfriend Lewis's hairstyle. It looks terrible. Harsh, harsh, harsh. You moved in with him. But he likes hers. So we're at so you got the clock here. Once it kind of reaches the end, that's like end of day. I think you've got 7 days, and then on the Monday you get a kitty inspection.
There, that's your first day finished. It wasn't too bad, was it? You've got until the end of the week before the first weekly inspection. I'll give you a nice financial bonus for every good deed that you do. So try to help your first couple as much as you can before then.
Okay. 6 days till inspection. So let's check our kitty feed. What have we got here? So she loves his hair. No, he loves... Yeah, she loves his hair. No, she hates his hair. Oh, she's still talking about that. I thought that we... Oh, hello. Boyfriend just asked us to fool around at home. Phew, spicy, isn't it? Ah. They're obviously a spicy couple. So when they get engaged in a conversation, so we'll end up with like I've gone to work now.
They've gone to work. Residents have to work so they can afford to pay the rent for their accommodation. In the meantime, you can use the fast forward button to speed things along.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, so when they get these icons pop up, here we go.
Look,
Panic
one
button.
of our new residents has pressed their panic button. That means they require immediate assistance.
So this will kind of take us into the either mini game or dialogue screens.
You can choose to either help them or ignore them. But be warned, ignoring them might result in you missing out on a chance to make them happier. As it's the first time, we'd better help. So let's see what they want.
Okay, let's hit the button. Push the button. Do do do. Okay. Here we are, darling. Just me and you. I've been doing the recycling. Not off, darling. I've just been gazing at the window like I usually do. Oh, they live a riveting lifestyle. Okay, they don't know what to talk about.
Spin the machine to drop some love eggs into the chute. You can pick one of the 3 topics that pops out. If you don't like the look of any of them, you can always cheat to replace them with the love eggs in the reserve chute. It's time to release the love eggs!
Yay!
Choose a topic.
Well, I know one thing that they're going to enjoy. And that's their spiciness together. Would you say you were more of a dog person or a cat person? Ooh, that's a tough one. I've got to think about that. Cat. Not sure what liking a cat is makes you spicier, but I guess the general association. Here we go. So we made them a little bit happier. One step closer to relationship heaven, apparently. Right. So we're going to get some coin. Keep an eye on those birds. So yeah, we'll build a facility in a bit. See what that's all about.
How can I help you today? I thought I'd find you in here. Get out there and make some couples happy.
Let's knock this down a notch. I do want to hear it, but let's knock it down a notch. And then... Ah, yes, I do want the voiceover. Right. And back. Just in case it was too noisy.
Congratulations on completing another day. You're doing a great job. So good, in fact, that I've just unlocked the kitty box for you. Take a look. The kitty box gives you an overview of all your residents and the private messages they've sent you. Look, I've sent you one already. Click my private message button to open it.
Kitty sliding into my DMs like... Ooh. How exciting, kitten. Our very own private message inbox. I promise not to send you any unsolicited saucy images or pictures. Damn. In fact, I won't send you any private messages, but your residents certainly will. They'll message you whenever they have something important to tell you, or if you want to arrange something with them, make sure you pay attention to any new messages that you receive. So messages are key. Let's have a look what they've been chatting about. My girlfriend Fatima wanted to watch romantic movies with me. It's sweet, but I prefer a bit of spicy action. But yeah, she likes the spicy action too, so it's fair. Where they go? Let's speed things up. There we go. We've got a panic button going on here. Lewis needs help. Right. Let's see what Lewis wants. So they're at level 1 in their relationship. Oh darling, it's nice to spend some time slobbing over on the sofa, isn't it?
Oh.
Sorry darling, I don't seem to be any hot water or nothing. Boiler must be knackered, eh? Can you have a quick look at the pipes for us, please? Yes, of course, darling. Can't be much to it. Give me a second. Okay, so we've got our first
The
little
plumbing's
mini
playing
game.
up. You're going to have to help them fix it. Piece of pipe is missing. Memorize the shape that fits the gap.
So we need the shape that fits into this gap here. And it doesn't. And do you know? The first time I did this, I thought it was just going to be one of these bits, these loose bits here, but it's not. So we just need to connect these two together.
Once the grid disappears, you'll have to choose the correct piece in order to fix the plumbing.
So if you're familiar with Kitty Power's Matchmaker, you'll know that there's
Pick
all
the
these
piece
like
that fits the gap.
mini games. There we go. All these little mini games which kind of progress you along, which spices up the gameplay. Anywho, I want to carry on slobbing on the sofa now. Let's go, eh? You don't need hot water to slob on the sofa. Hooray! Thanks for fixing the pipes, Ryden. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. It was a pleasure.
Couples in your village don't want to be stuck inside every day. They need places to socialise and explore their interests.
Okay.
Which is why you should build a new location. To do so, you need to open the kitty shop. Do this by clicking on the shop button. That's it. Now click on the build location button. Now choose from one of the unlocked locations.
Okay. So we can go super cheap, or We can branch out a little bit. Who likes museums? So geeky people, arty people, and vintage people, they like museums. That's 400. So it's going to cost me a bit. But when it says rent per day, that's actually rent that I receive. But I received that at the end of the week, I think. So let's build a museum. In my other game, I built a library. So I'm going to try out.
Choose an empty space.
Try out what the museum does.
Ooh, fancy. The residents have a new location to explore.
Crap, I could have put that a bit further up here. They've got a museum right on their house now.
This is the kitty shop. From here you can purchase. You can also buy utilities.
Okay, so utilities. I would want to buy a salon because that's quite helpful. But I can't buy that right now. Stupid me built that museum in the wrong place. And I can't demolish it yet, so I would have put the museum up here and then had a bit more road. Okay, straight to the museum. Didn't even go home. Oh, panic button alert. Fatima needs my help. Let's see what Fatima wants. It's great to finally get some quality time together, isn't it, honey? Yeah, sweet, isn't it? I flipping love you, darling.
Oh.
I ain't got a flipping clue what to talk about. Give us some help.
It's time to release the love eggs.
It's love egg time.
Choose a topic.
Let's talk social. I was just wondering, when you go shopping, do you prefer to go alone because it's quicker? That's me. Or go with a friend so you can have a chat? Great question. Let me think. Go alone. Yeah. Well done. Ooh, they've reached the pink spot here. So as you can see, the kind of this game the previous game we had like we were matchmaking, we were setting couples up together.
Oh look, you've received your first private message from a resident. Have a look and see what they want.
And now this time we are managing our couples. So yeah, it's a nice little a nice difference to the previous.
Judging from their love meter, I can have a good guess at what they want. Ah yes, they're ready to propose to their partner.
Ooh.
Click the invite button to bring them into This is the schedule screen. You can schedule an event up to 7 days in advance. Scroll up and down to find an empty slot. Then click it to confirm your choice and update the resident's schedule.
Now I'm not sure exactly what the green ones are. I'm assuming that I can't do that. So not sure what time we're at, but well, I guess we must be around here. So let's replace doing chores because chores are boring.
They've arrived at Kitty Towers for their appointment. Nice and prompt, aren't they? Scheduled events can't be skipped, so you've got to help your residents before continuing with your day. Let's help them plan their proposal to their partner.
Okay.
Now that one of your residents is here in the lobby, you can invite them into the hot seat by selecting them and clicking the hot seat button.
So we got our matey Lewis here. So we want to propose to a partner. I'm getting on so well. I want to propose. Yes, I do. Let's start planning it. Where do you think I should propose?
Choose a location.
Well, they like the museum, so why not the museum? It should be an interesting place. Okay, let's pick a time. Let's go at 5 o'clock, because yeah. Let's get married tomorrow. And that is actually what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get married tomorrow. That's all for now. Okay. So probably gonna. I can't even speak. I was only going to do a short stream
Message
today.
received.
So, I'm probably going to. So now she wants to get married. I can invite her in to talk about a proposal after. Oh, there's snogging here. Don't want to interrupt their snogging time. That's what they got planned tomorrow. Working out of town, commuting. Oh, discussing their relationship at the museum. Let's replace chilling out. So a 10 p.m. wedding. Oh, sorry, a 10 p.m. appointment. Yeah, so I'm gonna today's stream is just going to be a much shorter one. You can see my, I believe I've got my Game Blast banner up. So yeah, if you go to the bit.ly link. I'm not sure how I get rid of the. Yeah, if you go to the bit.ly link, you can find my fundraising page, which is for SpecialEffect. They are a charity who help people, mostly younger people, but they do have a broad range of clients for those with severe disabilities.
Now it's time to guide them through their proposal.
Ooh.
I hope you're ready.
Oh yes. So yeah, they help people with severe disabilities kind of get into like playing games and stuff. You know, introducing something with a little bit more enrichment than you know, just not being able to do anything. So I mean, games are a great way for, you know, social activity. You can play with other people, and it kind of builds up some, you know, some additional skills, get them social, some enjoyment, and they adapt like controllers and have vast range of different kind of technology. So like eye gaze technology and stuff like that. So you could have people like play. They could probably get this game working with someone playing it using their eyes, where they could use the blinks to do the clicks and stuff like that. So it's really, really good technology and stuff. And I've met up with some of the people who work for the charity. I've seen some of the people who have been helped by the charity, and without doubt they do an absolutely brilliant job. So that's why I am wanting to support them. So check out my page. You don't have to donate. I'm not expecting everyone to donate, but I mean, by all means, check it out. Check out the charity and everything else. The charity is called SpecialEffect. So let's get these guys let's get this proposal done. So here we go. We're going to take their relationship up to the next level. Okay. Alright, darling, I found you.
That's the progress wheel. It tracks
Okay.
your progress through proposals and other relationship events. Your goal is to get as many pink and green segments as possible before the event ends and the couple have to make their life-changing decision. Let's see how well you do with your first proposal.
Okay. So this is where you want to have as much knowledge of of the two people, so that you want them to have had as much conversation in the dialogue to kind of explore each other's interests and stuff, because that's key to this.
Yeah.
But obviously, oh, so there's my first negative there. He's wearing exactly the same outfit. If I had a salon, I can get him changed into a different outfit because he doesn't have any other clothes at home. I could get him changed into a different outfit, and she wouldn't have been in a negative response there. So that's one red marker on the wheel. But she's in a flipping fabulous mood, so up for anything at the moment. So that's another pink one. Ooh, I've been thinking about a future together. And
That's the personality traits, so they say the right thing to their partner.
this is why we would want to know some of these things. Kind of roughly knowing the geeky types.
Say the right thing, and you'll get a green segment on the progress wheel.
I can vaguely get. I think I could vaguely
Say
get
the
this
wrong
right.
thing, and you'll get an orange segment. Oh dear. Since
don't
you
want
haven't
orange.
revealed all of their personality traits, you'll have to make an educated guess at the ones you don't know.
Okay. I can see. Ooh. Yes. That was a good guess. That one was a guess. I think they're going to do the old cons. Oh, they're traditional. Damn it. Staying in. So another green segment. I can see skimpy beachwear. Yeah. Skimpy beachwear, that's where it's at. I think they're an indoor people. What I'm really trying to say is, would you like to get engaged? So, we've got two orange segments, and the yellow segments were just...
Ooh! It's the Wheel of Destiny! This is the magnificent Wheel of Destiny! It will decide the fate of their proposal to their partner.
Ooh, harsh. So, depending on how I did that, I could have had a load of orange segments, which would then mean it's a lot more difficult to kind of score big and actually get the result I want. If I land on a yellow, it'll automatically push me to the next one. So let's
Landing on a green segment will result in them saying yes. The same is true for a pink segment, but you'll also get a jackpot.
Okay.
The yellow segment will gently nudge the wheel onto the next segment. That could be good or bad.
Thankfully, all of these are good.
Orange segments result in failure, meaning they'll have to work their love meters back up again. Red segments always result in catastrophic failure. You really want to avoid them, otherwise they'll be on the brink of breaking up.
Ooh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure you wouldn't let that happen. Let's give it a big spin.
Now, if you remembered the Wheel of Misfortune, that was the one in
Come on,
Matchmaker.
kitten. Give it a spin.
Do 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 do. Oh, I missed the pinks. But we got ourselves a green.
Well done,
That's good.
kitten.
Made me so happy. I love you so much.
Hooray. Well done. We're on the right track.
So I'm probably going to go on until the end of the first week, so you can kind of see how a week pans out. And when I come back to do some more of this on the 14th, we would have established ourselves a little bit more, and we can get on with the chaos.
Due to that successful proposal, you've been awarded your first promotion points. Every time you improve a couple's relationship, you learn more.
Yeah.
When you get enough promotion points, you'll level up and unlock new things. How exciting.
So that'll be new facilities and new buildings and things like that, I believe. Let's continue. If a resident has a problem, they get
Lovely job.
Penalty.
They're now engaged and well on their way to marriage. How exciting. Now they're more comfortable with each other, they might start exhibiting their bad habits. That could mean problems down the line.
That's where we were going into looking at their traits, and there was the bad habits area, which was question mark, so we'll get to learn some of
But
those.
don't worry, I'll be here to support you every step of the way. For now, you continue doing an excellent job, and I'll get back to putting my feet up.
You do that. Blimey, you never said Lewis was going to propose. I'm well happy you did though, cheers for that. You're diamond, innit? Oh, what's this? Just met my fiancée Fatima while she was playing VR games, which looked brilliant. I wouldn't mind having a go at that. Her habit of interfering is really disgusting though. I was sitting around, which put me in a great mood. What? He didn't like her interfering. He didn't like her interfering while he was sitting around doing nothing. How rude. Oh, what was that? Oh, 1 hour ago, revealed her bad habit of interfering. So that's a key trait to kind of remember. So keeping an eye on the kitty feeds is a key, like a key thing, because when we kind of go to help them out, we're going to have to explore some of the things which I've discussed. So you're going to have to go back and look at look at their social feed and look at what's annoyed them. Okay, 2 more days till inspection. So we've got an endure Saturday. Let's have that. Oh, here comes the panic button. Lewis needs my help. Hopefully this is just like a chat, but we may have a mini game. We'll see. Oh no, what am I going to say? Okay,
It's time to release the love eggs.
So what happens with the love eggs? If you notice the it's emptying out, so you're not going to have the same topic pop up twice, as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure if some of them refill, but the trait topics at least don't refill, so you only get those once.
Choose a topic.
Let's go with the tradition, because that's the one I will forget. I know they should be traditional. Authentic traditional experience. So for geeks, they don't like the tradition to somewhere with Wi-Fi. Goodbye. Doop, 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 boop, boop. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, interfering again. What's that? Just imagine, right, if we was all like just a program running in a computer. It would be weird, wouldn't it? My fiance asked us to hold hands together at home. It's alright, but I like it a bit spicier. Yeah, so there's the interfering thing again. Expecting that to pop up as an issue at some point.
Uh-oh, I've just been perusing your kitty box and noticed that one of the residents has a problem. Oh no, it's them. When a resident has a problem, they'll start to worry, interrupting their schedule and making them miserable. You've got to sort it out.
Okay.
Problems are unknown until you speak about them in the office hot seat. Invite them to help them out.
Okay, let's invite. Let's replace watching paint. Oh, not 1800. Let's do 1700. So we're shortened their watching paint dry time. What's that? One unknown problem, and we have not given any advice. Oh, his bad habit is being bossy. let's do this. Let's
Choose
sort
a
out this problem.
client.
Hot seat. Thanks for inviting me. Right, let's talk about your problems.
Pick a problem.
Pick a problem, any problem. Not that one. I'm not sure how to put it.
This tricky customer needs help getting to the root of their problems, so you'll have to tease it out of them by asking them questions. Use information from their kitty feed and profile to work out what their biggest unknown problem is.
The problem with your partner. It's her behavior. Her bad habit.
Now you've got to decide what to do. The actions you've available depend on the type of problem and what you have in your village. Sometimes you won't be able to take the perfect course of action, but as long as you advise them to do something, it will stop the client from worrying about the problem. Choose an action to find out more information.
Right, let's do the hypnotherapy.
Book their partner in for hypnotherapy to stop them exhibiting their bad habit. If the
Right,
hypnotherapy works, the problem will soon go away.
so we can't really take on that. So let's replace the 1900 bumbling around. Okay, so he's got a little less worried there. That's all for now. What was that about? Remote controlled what? Oh, she's into remote controlled cars. Right, let's do this hypnotherapy.
Choose a client.
So she doesn't know what she's in here for. She just knows that she's coming in to see me. Thanks for inviting me. Are you ready for hypnotherapy? What? Right. Right, so we got another
They
task
need your
here.
expertise to help them kick their... You have a selection of symbols to choose from. Try a random combination to get started, and then press the submit button. They will then tell you how they feel about the symbols. If it turns green, then the symbol is in the correct place. If the symbol turns yellow, then the symbol is correct, but it's in the wrong position. Move it somewhere else. If the symbol turns red, then it's incorrect. Don't use it again. Find the
Okay.
combination to interpret the visions.
Right. So I'm going to start simple with mountain, flower, flame. I can see. Okay, so it's the right symbol. That's the wrong symbol. Okay. So if I put the mountain here, and I put the flame here, and I use the final symbol here, this should then give us the clue as to what the final run will be. Okay, so flame's got to go in the middle. Okay, we need to swap those two over. So dragon, flame. Tell me what you see with your inner eye. Look at the eyes, look at the eyes, not around the eyes. I can see a dragon. Dragons represent change. I can change. I can be a better person. A flame, innit? It's lighting the place up so I can see what I'm doing. That's a good analogy of a flame, yeah? Oh, I'm sitting on top of a mountain. I conquered it, ain't I? Now you feel compelled to stop interfering. Snap. Right, so she's not going to interfere anymore. Sometimes you wish you could just do that to some people. But then sometimes the bad traits, not always, but sometimes the bad traits can be their the little quirks, the things that make them them. Sometimes they're just damn well annoying or rude. Okay, so I'm going to do the one more day, so we're going to do Sunday. And hopefully, if we do Sunday, we can get through and do the next inspection. Bird. Yeah. Oh. Lewis needs my help. Okay, let's do this. I flippin' love spending quality time with you, darling. Great, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is great, isn't it, darling? I love it. I haven't got a clue what to talk about. Help me.
It's time to release the love eggs.
Boop, boop, boop.
Choose a topic.
So we can do interest 3 times here. So obviously if we use it once, it's going to pop back in. Let's talk about... Yeah, let's talk about interests. Oh, I saw this thing about I don't know now. VR games. Whew, that was a bit of a guess there. They're getting on well good. Oh, Lewis needs my help again. What's going on in the museum? So yeah, you can see that they're at level 2 for their relationship. Hello, welcome to the museum. My name is Morticia. I'm the head curator.
Yeah.
Hello, Morticia. My name's Lewis. Pleased to meet you. I'm glad you're here, actually. Lewis, I really need your help. I'm looking for someone called Sylvester Woolshot, but I have no idea what he looks like. He's from the city, so you wouldn't know him. Anyway, I've been told he's geeky. Have you seen any geeky types around here?
Yeah.
I think I might actually. Right, so we're now going to have to guess
They
on the
need
geeky
your help
type.
to identify the mystery person.
So
Pick the most likely character from the lineup based on their description. Identify the person.
right, so here we this is where you kind of have to know your characters, where you kind of understand the styles of characters, and what they would wear. Now, based on this, I would maybe say he was more arty. He was maybe, I don't know, maybe vintage. I'm gonna go for this one. That was an extremely accurate description. So that was a bit of a lucky guess there, but I kind of just summed it down as best I could. So I eliminated the 2 that I didn't think it was. That was more the case. Hello. You wouldn't happen to be Sylvester Woolshot? Yes, that's me. Why does one ask? It's good news, Sylvester. You've been selected to take part in a lengthy marketing survey. Really? I forgot his voice. I don't know what voice I'm doing. Goodness me. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Hurrah! I shall go and let everybody know about my good fortune in this instant. Okay. Thanks, Lewis. I'll never have known it was Sylvester without your description. He was well excited about doing a survey. Well excited. Thanks for your help, Ryden. I never would have spotted Sylvester on my own. Okay, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, been flipping brilliant doing VR. Love the museum, it's fantastic. Okay, they all love the museum. Ooh. Hang on, what were they doing? My fiance suggested we fool around at home. I love a bit of spicy action. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. What was that? Unblocking the toilet is ticked off my list. Phew, and he has a smiley face. I once heard about a blue whale that thought it was a duck. Completely quackers. Oh, kitty. Actually, it wasn't. I can't remember who it said does the writing. Oh, someone did something annoying though. Can't stand my fiance Lewis's hairstyle. It looks flipping terrible. Harsh. She said that at the beginning as well. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, end of the week. Kitty's here, look busy. Right, so once we've done this appraisal section, I'm then going to head out for that's me done for the night. So
Well, that's your first week finished. Let's find out how you did. Rightio, kitten. Let's have a look at our income for rent this week. Here's the rent from all your locations.
okay,
Oh, your clients appreciated your efforts so much they're giving you a lovely tip.
yeah.
Here's your bonus for all this week's successful proposals, you little star, you.
Hey. So a little bit of extra coin. We love a little bit of extra coin. Lots of reputation. Okay, so what do we have? What are we doing? Lewis and Pepper are now engaged. I do hope they get married soon. So that's the appraisal. And that is pretty much where I will cut it short, to be honest.
How can I help you today?
So, yeah, thanks for joining me for exploring Kitty Power's love life. If you wanted to check it out, I think it was like a tenner on Steam. It's like nothing, and if you've got a mobile device, it's even cheaper than that. So, I personally say it's worth a purchase. But if you enjoyed watching this, I think it's going to be a nice little time waster, like Kitty Power's Matchmaker was. You can just dive in and play little chunks of it, and then just kind of walk away, go back to it, and things like that. The mini games are kind of good. They get a little bit more interesting as you progress. It gets a little bit tougher. There's a lot more going on, but we'll see that next time I'm on. So I'll be playing more of this on the 14th. This is your first little taster as to what we've got, and we've just established ourselves, etc. So thanks for joining me. Be sure to check out my fundraising page for Extra Life. I say Extra Life. I say Extra Life when it's Game Blast, and I say Game Blast when it's Extra Life. I don't know why, because I tend to try and do both for different causes. Yes, this is for Game Blast for Special Effect. So be sure to check out specialeffect.org.uk for information about the charity. Find out some of their stories. Check them out on Instagram is Special Effect Team. Twitter it's just Special Effect, and Facebook I think you just type in Special Effect. But if you go onto the website specialeffect.org.uk, you should have all the links on there, so you can find all their social feeds. Instagram feeds, you tend to get all the stories, so they have like all the stories from people that they've helped, and you can kind of see some of the assistance that they've provided. There was a really good video that was actually put out around Christmas time, involving a young lad who it was through British Airways actually, and he was massively into his football, but he couldn't play games because of his disability, and Special Effect helped him to developed him a controller, and he was given the controller by a pilot from it's British Airways, and there was this massive video which kind of just showed these different segments. I mean, Special Effect was like a segment within that as one of the chunks of people that that helped out to improve his lifestyle, and they do this for so many different people. So you might find the video up on I saw it on YouTube. But it was a British Airways video, and it was a charity thing that they did, and they had this massive. They just did so much for this kid. But the special effect thing, because seeing like the charity special effect incorporated within this thing was just really, really good to see, and it made a huge difference to the young lad's life. And it's kind of a social thing, and he was able to play like the FIFA and stuff like that. But I'm not a FIFA player myself. I absolutely suck at the game, but this kid would, if he was playing me, I'm sure he would give me a massive run for my money. So yeah, check out their feed. Check out my fundraising page, which is linked across the top there. You see it. I'm not sure which way I'm pointing. I'm not looking at my camera in front of me, or my feed, sorry. But yeah, the link at the top will take the bit.ly Rident Gameblast 2018, I think it is. And go to that, and you'll find my fundraiser. I'm trying to raise 200 for Special Effect for Game Blast, hopefully by the end of February. I've got more live streams coming up, and while the big day tends to be on the weekend between the this year it's the 23rd and the 25th of February, I'm probably not going to be doing my big weekend there. I will probably do my massive marathon chunks possibly the weekend before, because I've got my nephew who's coming over and staying round on the 24th, so I probably couldn't incorporate that in. I couldn't do a massive long binge gaming session, so my weekend's probably going to be the weekend before. I know it's not long to go, so I really need to get a grip on exactly when I'm going to be planning to do it, but it would likely be that the Saturday and a Sunday, 2 massive gaming sessions, long spans, so I'll probably accumulate more than 24 hours, but just not a 24-hour in one session. So thanks for joining me. Be sure to check out my other videos, which will be in my videos on demand on Twitch, or you can hop onto my YouTube channel. You see the panels linked below on my Twitch channel, and that will take you to my YouTube channel. There's also links to my Game Blast fundraising page. There's also links to Special Effect, so that there's all the information's there. Hope to see you again, and ciao for now.